move into it here. All right. Hey, out there, this is Eric Neller coming at you. I've got a real exciting, short and fast and fun interview for you today with Vitaliy Dubinin. And Vitaliy, first of all, I want to say thank you very much for your time. I truly appreciate it. I know right now it's hitting what, a little after, it's 11 o'clock or something right now. So
Yeah.
I won't take too much of your time, but kick us off and tell us a little bit about who you are.
Well, I live here in Israel with my wife and two kids, and people know me right now as the person that broke the $50,000 a month level. But it wasn't started like this, 2.5 years ago, I was a broke university student still studying finance and management. I had a dream when I first introduced in the home business industry 7 years ago to go and travel and live life on my terms. Never work for a boss anymore, and I failed in many different companies, and then I quit for a while and went to the university, and then I never stopped really doing personal development and believing in the dream and it's possible. So I started to get back into it, and I said 2.5 years ago, there's got to be a way to do online marketing, to travel with your laptop anywhere you go and make money while you are on the beach, while you are in the plane, while you are sleeping, whatever. You're just making multiple streams of income. And the journey has been very interesting. I definitely didn't start making money right away. In fact, in the beginning, I took a loan, and I knew the value of mentorship though. Like in the beginning, when I got started, I saw somebody who is successful. I took a loan for 15K. I started with a company, and I saw somebody who was making over $200,000 in that company. So I hunt him down and I said, "Hey man, can you coach me?" And he said, "Sure. $2,000. That's the fee." So like, all right, for a couple hours. So I invested at 2,000 and I did what he told me to do. Just literally follow the steps. And that month, I made my first $1,000 on the internet. That was like months and a half of getting started. And for me, that was huge because I knew I didn't make $1 like before. So making 1,000, that was a big deal for me back then. You know what I mean? So from that, it all started. My belief jumped that I really can make it happen, but it really took me another year to get to a point where I'm making at least 3,000 a month. Then it took me another year to start getting 10,000 a month. It was a journey, definitely.
So if we take it from the very beginning and getting to the point where you really got involved in your current millionaire mentoring that you've gotten, you pushed through, you had some good starts, you never gave up, and then you got some initial mentoring, and now you've got some new mentoring. So tell me a little bit about the jump that you've made recently from the current millionaire mentoring that you're taking.
Right. Well, I knew that if I wanted to make $50,000 and more, I will need to work with a 7-figure mentor, and for me, it was just not happening before because I really didn't work with somebody who made millions of dollars on the internet. And when I saw this opportunity to get the millionaire mentoring, I'm like, wow, this is like this is so cool because it's really like for a fraction, because I used to pay so much more for mentoring. In fact, I paid a guy a couple months ago $4,500 for something to teach me like a little strategy and he didn't even deliver on the coaching. So to pay like $1,300 and to work with a millionaire mentor was a huge opportunity for me. And I knew this person also from meeting from live events. And I said to him, well, if I can make 15,000 by the end of July, it was mid-July, I will be happy, it will be really great. Well, I ended up making 30,000 by the end of July, doubling my intention. And it totally blew my mind, like what you can accomplish in a short period of time applying the right strategy. So I had a foundation, obviously, to build off of. I had some successes under my belt, and I had definitely the right mindset
Okay.
uh, in terms of being ready. When you're ready to get the mentoring, when you're ready to get the coaching, and you're super flexible, you can drop the ego and say, okay, I know everything. Instead, you say, okay, what's going on? What's working? And basically being a fly on the wall and taking massive notes and taking action on exactly what is being taught, then it was super easy for me to learn it very fast. And then I just took action with it and jumped my income to 50,000 a month level. It all happened because I started getting the mentoring.
So
With
along those lines, let me ask you this specifically, because there's a lot going on with there's a lot of direct action and a lot of things that we're being told you go out and do this. What was you say your initial first biggest breakthrough with this particular mentoring that you've had so far?
Well, the biggest breakthrough is the belief level. When I saw people that are making a couple $1,000s a day consistently, and they were not smarter than me, and they are like, they have less experience than me, that definitely break their pattern. And when you see your millionaire mentor, make 10,000 in a day, and consistently 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 in a day, and you see it happening right in front of your eyes, it first of all, it shatters your belief level. Like you get like, okay, it can really happen. And especially when you see how it's done, and it's not like rocket science, it's not like super complicated that you need to learn for months and months and months in order to get this. And you see how it's done, it's like, okay, yeah, I can do it too. I mean, I can do it too. So the breakthrough was in the belief level and in the setting the goals. Like, yeah, sure, I can make a couple thousand a day. I mean, I can make it happen. It's just like that. So the belief level was there, and then the specific strategy, like how it is done, the how to. That was I made some big shifts there that I was not doing before. And those little things, sometimes the little things matter the most. And some people don't pay attention to the little things, but for me, it's the little things that makes all the difference. And I literally paid attention to the littlest of the details, to the minutest of the details. And I took massive note, and I applied, model exactly as it was taught to me. I was not like trying to reinvent the wheel. I did what I was taught. And I think the combination of those is what really jumped. And when I got this belief level and saw how it works, I just took massive action on it. That's the thing. I didn't wait. I just went right into action, right into like massive action.
Yeah.
And build up the momentum.
So
because to put it 50K in a month, you need to be able to give some energy out to
right. Right. Yeah, you're putting out a massive value, because that's the level of what you're rewarded for, is what value you put out to the marketplace, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And value is not necessarily, you should develop a course and have 1,000 people buy it.
Right.
That's definitely value. But value can be helping one person. That's value. Helping one person change their life. That's value.
Absolutely. And that's that kind of leads into my next question, because a lot of times when people get bogged down with a lot of things, we know from doing this, I think, and hearing about it, it's one of the first steps that we're told to do from our mentors now is what's your why? Because your why is going to ground you and give you that motivation. Would you share a little bit about what your why is?
My why is really to have the freedom to do what I want, to travel, and I want to be able to give my kids. I have 2 kids, a daughter and son. I want to give them everything that they need to go wherever they want, to Disney or whatever, give them the necessary funds to fund all of their projects and classes and whatever. And also being able to invest into higher coaching, higher mentoring, because there is always a way to evolve. There is always a way to do bigger things in life. And to that, you need to access to more mentoring, more coaching, more seminars, more networking with the right people. And some of the times to get to those kind of circles, you need to invest $25,000 or $50,000 or $75,000 just to get in, to get to know some of the people. And who you surround yourself is who you become. So my why is to keep evolving and to have the funds to get into circles like that, so I can go and speak on stages more and more across the world, and to impact people this way, and to further learn my craft of internet marketing, because online you can reach millions. You can reach millions with just one video uploaded on YouTube. You can reach millions of people if you do it right, you know. So it's definitely all requires funds, hard work, of course, and getting the right mentors. So for me, mentoring is really the biggest why. To afford some of the mentoring that I want to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
So kind of my next question, I know you just said a lot there about being able to help people and reach people, and that's going to be a metric and measurement that I'm sure you have on your goals and in your vision. But one that people can relate to, and you've talked about and we've touched on a couple times, is the amount of income on, say, a monthly basis. So now where you see yourself going, what's your current monthly goal?
100K a month, that's my goal. I know that I will reach that because it's less than double what I already made. So it's not unrealistic goal. At some point it was, but now when I cross 60K, you know, the next logical step is 100K a month. So that's where I'm going at, and it will keep me way over $1 million a year.
Right.
That will be a major for me, especially in Israel. It's $1 million is like 4 million.
Nice.
You're multiple millionaire at this kind of income.
Nice. Well, and I have every belief, and I'm excited because I intend to be, Lord willing, I intend to be around to see you do that, because I don't think it's going to be long from now at all. So that's awesome, man. Look forward to it.
No, it's not.
So here's my wrap-up question, because what I'm trying to do here is bring some value, and hopefully people when they hear this, they're gonna hear some great testimonial and some belief building. But now, if you were to look, when you still talk to people all the time about this, so when you talk to somebody, if you're talking to somebody right now and they're kind of on the fence and they're wondering whether or not they should invest in themselves and invest in mentoring, and specifically if they're working, with you or myself, what would you say to that person?
I would say mentoring is always bring you at least 30 times over the value. That's what I found. Anytime you invest into coaching, into courses and stuff like that, it always brings you 30 times the value over. That's just the statistics of it. And you need to really get with the right mentor. So some people just sell coaching, or they just, trying to sell you on stuff, and they don't deliver on it, or they are not really, their success record is not there, the track record is not there, but they do sell coaching. So you need to be really careful who are the people you to take mentoring with. Like, I knew it was the millionaire mentoring. I took it with somebody who proven himself to make over $100,000 a month, and those are that's in profits. And those are the kind of people that I want to get mentoring from, because there is something that is done right when you make $100,000 in a month, Yeah. So when it's the right mentor and you are 100% committed to apply the mentorship and to bend like a tree and to receive the coaching, receive the mentoring, and not being stubborn into trying to like old ways or to make it in your own way. But when you're really there and you apply the mentoring. The mentoring can really make a whole difference in your whole life. It can totally change your direction. You'll get a new. That's what people get from mentoring. They get a totally new perspective on things, a new way of being, habits, new ways of thinking, healing, and the how-tos, the strategies, all in one package. So definitely with the right mentor, you can transform your life. So that's what I would say. That meant the difference for me in my life. Mentoring has done it, and it will make a difference in your life. So, specifically the people who are millionaires. That's best mentors to
Man,
learn from.
isn't it funny how all the millionaires all have a story about their millionaire mentors?
It is. Because
Success
once
leaves clues, doesn't it?
you learn from a millionaire, you become a millionaire, right?
That's it, man. Well, hey, I want to just say thanks again for taking the time this late night, your time, Sunday in Israel, and jumping online with me here as I sit in sunny San Diego. And I truly appreciate your time, your friendship, your leadership, and I'm sure that the folks are going to get a ton of value out of this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. And you're amazing leader yourself, Eric. I know that you are making a difference in a lot of people's lives, and every single day you're just getting bigger and stronger, and that's exciting to see.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it very much, and we'll definitely be talking a lot more, my friend.
Absolutely.